say you can't put a woman to do a man's job. Was the promo for a radio show. I remember Kitchener Pan in a minor was the bed on which it was said. Over the course of time and history, brilliance performance unveiled the mystery of Carol Roberts on air, style and grace and flair. Then she left, I went to the NCF, and it's happy crop over, no, happy Carol over. It's the National Carol Festival, the Carol Festival. The semi-finals gone. 2 songs in competition. I can't even change this one. Oh Lord, in the Carol Festival, jumping by stadium, turn left at Combermere gone. And the people in Station Hill can't even make a little berry in the Carol Festival. But think it not straight, Carol loves to innovate and change. Botanical, NCF, NCF, Carol,
NCF, NCF,
Foundation,
NCF,
oh Carol, I am but a fool. She hit the round running, eager beaver, ever ready. Classic win the crown, spotting the light punchy. Innovation, 1 song, more prize money. Imagine Carol in charge. Previously, Mr. Harding and Sugar made us free. Would be the dilemma facing our PB. Gabby, Jack, Calypso, Boomba, love you only want to know 1 song to sing. Adonijah would have been king.
woman,
And it's happy crop over,
no,
happy Carol over.
yeah.
It's the National Carol Festival, the Carol Festival. Kahobla Pop gone. The kings and the queens gone. It's a soca orgy of fete after fete after fete after fete in the Carol Festival. Party monarch gone. Soca monarch gone. No proper platform for future soca stars in the Carol Festival. But think it not strange, Soca 25 is change. People with inquiring minds ask me why I wasting time with Carol, wearing the clothes like Carol. Nothing on cost of living, whole town history vanishing, but it's Carol. Lipstick like Carol. The PM flights, 93, over 1 million in travel free, but it's Carol. Golden shoes like Carol. But if Carol knows so much about Calypso, how come she never write a Calypso? A witty ditty with a melody so pretty, hit the PM in the belly with a bitey Calypso.
NCF, NCF,
Carol,
NCF, NCF,
Foundation,
NCF,
seminar, webinar, workshop, residency for Jackie Opel with Dr. Stefan, Arsenal fan. Freedom Park, season of emancipation. Amphitheater for Marcus Garvey, the great man. Work worthy of appreciation. I applaud, I praise what is right. But Carol loves to change, so pay attention. She might change pickety crop to Carol by candlelight. It's happy crop over,
no,
happy Carol over.
yeah.
It's the National Carol Festival, the Carol Festival. Cultural village gone,
Gone,
feast on the plantation.
Gone.
In botanical, you're so beautiful. beautiful and I winning crown in the Carol Festival. Look at AC gone, Classic and Mr. Blood gone. I tell I web, announcer said, tonight you're dead in the Carol Festival. But think it not straight. Even she hairstyle get changed. Come on, NCF, NCF, hairstyle.
NCF,
for Carol.
NCF, NCF.
Hello, Carol, I'm depending on you. Botanical, do you like it? Carol, I love you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please let me know if you can hear me, because I tell you tonight, whether there is whatever is going on here, we're going to have this show tonight. Can you hear me? Let me know. Good evening. Good evening. This is Marcia Weeks, and you're watching the Marcia Weeks show. We are coming to you live from Barbados, and tonight it is a wonderful night. It's a wonderful night. We have so much to discuss tonight, but let me just go ahead and start greeting everybody before I even jump in. Monica, Monica, let me tell you, we have a lot to talk about tonight. As you can see, that Ronnie Clarke has been fired from Starcom. Do you actually believe, can you believe that we're saying that this evening? Ronnie Clarke is actually fired from Starcom. That's the news that we're hearing this evening. And we're going to jump into that at the start of this show tonight. Marcia Miller, good night. Good night. Camera Hardin, Mildred Ben, good evening. Ghislaine, good evening. Teroni Hall, good evening. Marva Hunt, good evening. Flo Joe, good evening. Mavis Lashley, good evening. Can you hear me? Are you hearing me? Let me know if you can hear me. Loud and clear. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am not at my regular space. You could tell, right? So I had a little difficulty there coming on. Okay, people are hearing me. That is great. That is great. Let me go back up and make sure I don't miss off any names this evening. Andrea Critchlow, Lori Bob. I am a big girl. Good evening. Matthew B. Matthew B, how you doing? How you doing, Matthew B? Beverly Prescott, Tim Ward, Margaret Pollard, Colin Jones, Sharon Innes, Marva Hunt, Mavis Lashley, Colin Jones. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Flo Joe Maloney. Hi, Flo Joe. Are you the person I saw in the supermarket? Esther, Angela Burke, good evening, Beverly. Good evening, Beverly. How are you? How are you? How are you? Oh my goodness. Yes, yes. I do. Thank you so much. I do. Mavis, thank you for that compliment. Listen, we've been out all day. I didn't get home in St. Philip, so I had to stop at my office. Okay. Oh, wow. Yes. So people hearing loud and clear. Yes, loud and clear. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight here on the Marcia Week Show. We are thrilled to have you, and we are going to jump right in. We have to change our programming this evening. This is going to be a different kind of a show because as an artist, I've got to have a discussion with everybody about this tonight. And we're going to open the lines some very early. Very early. I keep saying the lines. It's the one line. I know that they're all watching the show right now. They're all watching this show right now. I know that they are. They are watching this show now. I got a call this evening concerning Mr. Ronnie Clarke, and let me just look for the original message. I'm not looking for the message that is out there. We're going to have a talk about this tonight. And while I'm looking for this, let me just say something to you. I have known Ronnie Clarke for as long as I've been in Barbados. We've been friends with our family, with their family, since I came to Barbados. From day one, I've known Ronnie Clarke. Not day two, day one, since I came here to this day. And what I will say about Mr. Clarke is this. One, extremely committed. When I met him, he was working at Starcom Network. Committed. Excellent spirit. He carries an excellent spirit. He's like a walking encyclopedia when it relates to music. This man is, somebody who is a conscientious worker. Everything Ronnie does, from the time I've known him until now, Ronnie puts his entire heart in what he does. Whether it is, he's he's announcing on the radio, reading the news, when you speak with his colleagues, they will tell you Ronnie fills in if somebody's missing. That's the person that I know Ronnie to be very committed. We were in the Experience 10 together. I wasn't a singer, but I was part of the production team of the Experience tent. And we were in, I think at one point, yes, we went to the same church. So Ronnie Clarke and our family, we go a long way. And I need Ronnie to know that I stand with him 150%. Because I know when Ronnie appeared on the show on July 16th, and anybody who wants to go back and look for the show on July 16th, 2025. Ronnie appeared on the show. When he came on the show, we had a discussion before he came on, and he said to me, Marcia, the announcer wants to join the show tonight. This is a discussion that we had. The announcer is coming on the show tonight. And I just want to say that to all of Barbados to know that. If you remember and go back and listen to the show, if someone wrote something in the comment section and they used his name, I would correct them and say the announcer. If I slipped and I said Ronnie, I said I'm sorry, it's the announcer who came on. And go back and listen to Ronnie's comments. I want you to go back and listen to them tomorrow or at some point. Ronnie was very responsible in what he said on air. Very responsible. So today, when I got a message that Ronnie Clarke was fired from Starcom because fired basically for his right to speak as a calypsonian on the Marcia Week show. Ronnie Clarke appeared on the Marcia Week show as a calypsonian. I know you are all listening. Starcom, I know you are listening. You've said people tonight to come and listen. You can listen. Those are the facts. Those are the facts. I don't come in this chair and I don't tell lies. Ronnie Clarke appeared on the show as the announcer. And you could go back and look at the show. He did not, at no time did he appear as a program manager on this show. In my opinion, and I have spoken to those who give me legal advice, I can give my opinion and my thoughts on what has occurred. And it is my opinion that this calypsonian, the announcer, his freedom of speech is under attack. His freedom of speech was taken away from him as the calypsonian. And I wonder tonight if ultimately those who had a problem with the song that he sung as a calypsonian, if ultimately tonight they're thinking that they have won. They have won. Is that what they're thinking? At no time did the announcer appear on my show as a program manager. That is a lie. Is it that they wanted to they were planning to get two to the announcer no matter what? Is it that Starcom was entirely embarrassed? Starcom, I'm asking you a question. Is it that you were entirely embarrassed because you chose not to play the announcer's song and everybody else was playing it? Did you look like an idiot? And I know you're watching. I know you're watching, and you think that you lined up his job. You lined up his job. Is that what you did, Starcom? And made a bullseye for his job. I'm asking Starcom a question. Because of the song that he sang, remember? Let me just bring everybody. Let me just put us, remind us really. Guys, could you share up this live tonight, please? If you're just joining, the announcer has been fired. And my question is it that this calypsonian is being silenced? Tonight, this is about free speech. Silencing free speech. Tonight is about media and rights in Barbados. A veteran calypsonian and broadcast professional has lost his job. Is it about his performance, his professionalism, or is this punishment? Is this about this veteran calypsonian and broadcast professional? Is it about his performance? Is it about his professionalism? Or is it punishment? Was Ronnie Clarke fired because of what he said or what he sang? I want to tell Starcom something tonight. God isn't sleeping, and the people of Barbados, they're not sleeping either. Starcom, God is not sleeping, and the people of Barbados, they are not sleeping either. All 280,000 of us. Do you remember you did not play, it's alleged that you did not play the announcer's song because of what? What was it? Commercial considerations? Do you remember that? I wanted to remember that, Starcom. Remember that term, commercial considerations. Remember, because there's a reason that people, that you are put in a position, a very good position, where you're able to sell advertising on your radio station because we listen. The consumers, we listen. So you can say commercial considerations because we listen. And I want you to hold that. Keep that at the front of your head. Starcom, if you were a person, keep it at the front of your head. You exist because we make you exist. You exist, Starcom, because we make you exist. You could not, it's alleged that the reason his song was not played was because of commercial considerations. You keep that right there. We're going to get to that very soon. We get into that very soon. Was Ronnie Clarke fired because of what he said or what he sang? So you mean to tell me that there are some people in this country that you have to handle them with gloves? You mean to tell me that there are some people in this country that you dare not say a word about? They're off limits. Here's a question for us. What does this mean for creatives who also work in the mainstream media? What about creatives who also work in the mainstream media? What does this mean for them? They can never say anything using their character name, their artist name. The artist name is what I should have said. Their artist name. They can't, they would have finished performing, come off of a stage, and they say, the announcer, how was that performance? You're telling me that they can't say anything as the artist's name? If you had a problem with him working at the radio station and being the announcer, why wasn't that stopped all those years when he had been singing over 20-something years? Where is it in writing that he cannot be the announcer and be Ronnie Clarke? Where do we draw the line between artistic freedom and professional obligations? Where is that line? Mr. Clarke, these are the facts. He served in two capacities: broadcast manager at Starcom, and as an artist performing under the announcer. In other facts, let's give some background and some facts. In 2024, Mr. Clarke, he announced the title of his Calypso. The announcer announced the title of his Calypso and made the commentary on the plight of calypsonians. The song we saw, he was brilliant. And we don't know if it's because of who he was singing about, why he was placed third. Everybody who saw that knew that that was the song of the season. That's my opinion. The song that was banned on Starcom, it was banned. It wasn't being played. So what was it then? It was banned, but on the night of the competition, though, it was played. Up until now, they can't answer that. And you had egg on your face, Starcom. You had egg on your face and you were embarrassed. Why was the song not played in the season, but on the night of the competition, it was played? Why? If it's a matter of principle, you should have not played it, in my opinion. It should not have been played. During the finals. After the competition, they put Ronnie Clarke as the broadcast manager at Starcom, was put on leave pending a disciplinary process. And you would remember that BACA called for transparency and characterized the matter as more than a labor dispute. They were saying that this is about freedom of expression for this veteran calypsonian. It's about cultural rights as an artist, to be able to speak using his artist name. And I can't help but reflect on the cybercrime bill. Yes? Tuesday, 11/11. 11/11. You remember I told you about this 11/11? Only realize, Janine said to me, Marcia, do you realize that you guys went to Washington 11/11 last year? Tuesday is 11/11. We went 11/11/2024 to Washington to try to preserve our freedom of speech in this country, freedom of expression. Since we came back, the government was embarrassed. The government was embarrassed. And that bill is somewhere in the garbage. And we dare you to resurrect it. So you can't resurrect it. But this is now where we are right now. You're going to tell me this veteran calypsonian cannot speak under his artist name? Speaking about what has happened to him as an artist? When will he be allowed to speak as an artist? When will he be able to tell the people what has happened to him as an artist? This is not exactly, but very similar to what happened to Praise Academy. And I told you at that time, because we were from the church, a lot of you had nothing to do with us and did not care. And look at what has happened now. A veteran calypsonian cannot speak under his artist name. That's the level we have sunk to in this country. That's the level. Because is it that there are people in this country that you can't criticize? Some people in here, you can't say anything about them. We put them up on a pedestal. The reality is this. Starcom's banning of the song on their station, Barbados, don't forget it. They singled out the announcer and banned the song on that station. And it is while it's playing on other platforms. It says to me and to many other Barbadians that this is selective enforcement then. Selective enforcement of whatever rules. I don't even know what rule they were enforcing. And I say to us, it was Praise Academy. It's not Ronnie. And a lot of you are going to find some of you, oh, I don't like Ronnie. The same thing you said, oh, you didn't like what we were talking about. And because you did not like what we were talking about, then the government could have done anything to praise Academy because you did not like the subject matter. Instead of focusing on the principle. I don't like the announcer. I don't like Ronnie Clarke. So therefore, whatever happened to him, happened to him. Until it happens to somebody else. And then until it becomes a habit, systemic habit of silencing voices in culture and media. Well, you all can do what you want to do with me. Because as long as I have breath, as long as Jehovah God gives me breath, I'm going to speak. Do you understand? You're all watching now. I know you're all watching. The question is, what precedent does this set for creatives who hold professional media or institutional roles? What about a teacher who is a calypsonian? Will others now begin to self-censor to protect their livelihood? Is this the Barbados that we are planning, where we want to live in? We claim to be a leader in cultural expression. Just held Carrie Festa here, and everybody's supposed to express themselves, but you dare not criticize certain people in this country, though. You could express yourself all you want to express yourself, but there are certain topics. Don't touch it. Don't you touch it. Calypsonians, they have a role as social commentators. Now, this is something I don't know. The legal fraternity will have to answer this. Was the announcer, is civil speech rights infringed? What message are we sending to young creatives in Barbados who might want to speak truth to power? I will ask you guys to call in. I'm going to open up the line very early tonight because I want to hear your thoughts. What do we do? I want to hear from you. Guys, I want to end by saying this. This is not just about Ronnie Clarke, the former program manager at Starcom. It's about whether Barbados will allow its artists to be free, its creatives to speak, and its media to play fair. And I say to artists, creatives, I say to you, do not wait on them to allow you. There's no allowing. It's your right. We will not wait for Barbados to allow us. It is her right. The announcer. Where is the voice of the announcer tonight? That's what I'm talking about. The announcer, the artist. At what stage should he be able to express what has happened to him as the artist? If Starcom had a problem, in my humble opinion, if Starcom had a problem with Ronnie Clarke being the announcer. That should have been made clear from day one. Listen, it's not that, just to respond to Angel Humble, it's not that it will be a legal case. His lawyers, they are going to be appealing this. And the facts are there. The facts are there. We don't have to wait on any facts. The facts are already there. We know. I've spoken to lawyers. We know exactly why he was fired. And we're not going to sit down. Barbados, don't sit down and wait. Don't sit down and wait. That's the thing. That's the thing. This is supposed to be, listen, they're holding him up. You know when they lynch people? You remember the lynching? You remember when, let me tell you, this is a blow. They're trying to give a blow to free speech in this country. That's what they're trying to do. These people who have zero integrity, you just need to flash money in front of some of these people in media and they bow. Not here. Nobody flashing no money in front of me. And I say to the others who have podcasts, the others who are on YouTube, the others who are on Facebook, whatever it is that you do not bow. Do not bow. They are scared. So elections are coming up. And this is what they are trying to do. I know you are listening. I know you sat down and you waited for 7 o'clock to come, and I hope you heard me. So you could go back and you let them know that there's nothing stopping us. I can sit in this chair and I can say to you, everybody's listening. And I can speak the truth and let you know that he appeared on this show as an artist. And if that is what he's being fired for, it means that the freedom of speech and expression of the announcer was taken from him. And I say to Barbados, that's a travesty. I have it's a whole different show tonight. And I'm going to say to you guys, I'm not in my regular space, a little technical stuff here going on, but I invite you to call in. I'm reading some of your comments. Correct. The higher the monkey climb, right? Yes. This is exactly what happened to the nurses at geriatric hospital. They are developing a habit here, Barbados. Those nurses, what did they do? I keep saying to Barbadians, when something happens to one person in society and you do nothing about it, it's only a matter of time. What did those nurses at the geriatric hospital do that was wrong? More than to say, you can't put those who are sick with scabies with those who are healthy. That's all that they said. And they were punished. Barbados, they were punished. I listened to those nurses crying on the phone. Nothing, they did nothing. It wasn't about their profession. There's nothing that they did professionally more than and to let people know what was happening in there. Huh? And when that happened, we did nothing. Some of you were not moved or did nothing for those nurses at geriatric. Nothing. When it was Praise Academy, you guys did, a lot of you did nothing. And look at where we are right now. And you know what? You're going to hear some of those same calypsonians. And that's the sad part of it. You will hear those same calypsonians that are in that calypso fraternity. There's some of them, nothing that you will hear. They will not utter a word on behalf of the announcer. They will assume he did something wrong. Some of those in the same calypso fraternity. And even those who knew that this man did nothing wrong as the announcer. You know what? They will keep quiet because they don't want to mess with their gravy train. What they want, they're sending out a warning. They want to say to people, it's not just about announcer. Anybody who goes on the Marcia Week show, we're gonna punish you. Some of these thin-skinned people walking around and strutting their stuff, and they're so thin-skinned like snowflakes. You blow on them, they fall down. Can't say nothing about them. Out of spite, you make sure you found something. Starcom, I'm asking you a question. Was he fired out of spite? And to please, because of commercial considerations? I'm only asking a question. This is something, thanks, Dave, if you go up. This is somebody, while I'm getting ready to read this, folks, if you could, feel free to call in. The program is changed. Wow. 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 Let me ask this person if I can say it without mentioning their name. See, this is 1 second, guys. This is very important. You know, it's live TV. So just hang on. Let me just ask if I can mention without. And this is where we've come because everybody is so scared. Well, you know, I do what you do. Just do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Do your thing. Because I'm not stopping. Do your thing. Guys, are we sharing up this live tonight? Okay. And just folks know that you can call in. Okay, we're just waiting, guys, just waiting. And if Dave could just check this to the chat. Live TV, guys, and we're making this happen for you. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. This is the number. Remember, this is the number to call. WhatsApp is better at this point. WhatsApp is better. Okay, Ricky D. Neblet. I'm not sure who Ricky D is. He says, I've known Ronnie for years as a true professional from way back in the days of Summer Jam, Boogie on the Drill Hall Beach, a young rapper then. This nonsense started because of a song, and it's like freedom of speech gone to the dogs. Calypsonians are being retarded. With that being said, I personally will be boycotting all Starcom stations. Ricky D. Neblet says this. Do you agree with him? Ricky D. Neblet says, Norwell said, yup, stand up for Ronnie. People should be able to voice your opinions in Barbados and not be penalized for it. And that's why I'm asking, where is the voice of the announcer, the artist? Mackenzie Sober says, all Bajans should boycott VOB. Stop listening to them. Bajan businesses should also stop doing businesses with them. These people should not be treating Bajans like that. Now, let's just say I started it. Put it back on there, Dave. Put it back on there. The people, you from Starcom that sit down, I want to go back. Put it back up, Dave. I'm ready for you all tonight. Those of you from Starcom who you come to watch tonight. The first time you heard the word boycott, I was reading something online. This is a sentiments of the people of Barbados. Right? It's a sentiment of the people of Barbados. And I'm asking Barbados formally now, on the Marcia Week show, I will ask Barbados formally, what is your response? Do you agree with Mackenzie, Marcel, Ricky D. Neblet? Do you agree? I am asking the question. And I tell you, I tell you, we're going to find out about this. We're going to do a little poll. I wish I knew how to do the poll while the show is going on. If you agree that, you hear what this person says? But Marcia, let's think. People love to call in on brass tacks to air their views and to speak about their problems with this government. Don't you think this is a setup to boycott Starcom? No, it's not no setup, Tanisha. No. They will find other ways to air their views. This is no setup. How many of you watch Starcom Network and agree with what I read? I read Ricky D. Ricky D said it. These people online, I don't even know them. They wrote it publicly. are we going to, as the person said, right? Yeah. I want to hear you all. Okay, there's a call. Let me see if I can hear this call. Good night. You have to turn down your device. Good night. Welcome to the Marcia Week Show.
Yeah, this is what I said. This is what going on about here. Now, they'll be them know that he get fired today, right? And they're claiming that to obey the news now. They claim that it's so obey the radio, obey news. So they heard that from people, right? That they heard all that from people because they don't want people to know he get fired. But there's no way he get fired.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way he get fired, see? So they don't want people to know. So they're hiding it. And you see what he get fired to, right? It's that song that he got with Carl Roberts. They fired because he's saying about Carl Roberts.
That's what you believe. It's your opinion.
Yes, I watch it on TV right now. I watch it on TV. I hear what you're saying.
How you feel about that, sir? How do you feel? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that?
Everything he said about Carl Roberts is true. Everything he said about Carl Roberts is true. What's he doing? Both ears. Tell me if I lie. Tell me if I lie, Marcia.
Listen, sir. Listen, sir. The way you feel tonight is the way way Barbadians feel, because they could cloak this. Listen, they could listen to me, sir. They could cloak this. Go ahead, please.
Ronnie Clarke is a nice man. I know Ronnie Clarke myself, but I knew to see at BOB. Myself, he's a nice person. I would give anybody anything because he used to give me anything. Ronnie Clarke is a nice person, I tell you. And that was wrong that they fired him today. That was wrong. I tell you so to tell people at BOB said it was wrong. That way stop calling, that way stop into that calling program. They people know when you get fired, but they don't want to tell you. So I want VOB to know, right? Come on and tell the people the truth when you get fired.
Yeah.
I want them to come on and tell the people the truth when you get fired. When they dismiss you from VOB. Come on and tell the people the truth.
Listen to me. I say shut it all down. I agree. I am agreeing with you all.
Let the people call in. Let the people call in tonight and let them talk about this here. Right? Because it was unfair for Ronnie Clarke. They dismiss him from VOB. It's unfair. I said so.
Yeah. Well, caller, thank you for calling. And I know you're upset like all of Barbados tonight, because they could cloak it and tell us anything they want to tell us. Cloak it.
They everything. You don't want nobody know where you get fired from VOB. But they just know we get fired. They just know where we can't get fired from VOB. Starcom. People know we get fired. Come on and tell people the truth. It should be on the 12:30 news this afternoon at 12:30. But they tell you don't want people to know. I sit on.
Yes. Well, caller, thank you for calling, and I hope that you will turn you're angry. Turn that anger into action, please. Turn the anger into action, and the action I'm talking about is just turn off your radio. Turn it or turn the station. Change the station.
You know what people need to do? People need to start listening to VOB. I'm not there. Start listening to VOB. Start listening to them there. Start listening to them there.
We just need to change the station. Barbados, let's join in with these online. The first time the word boycott for you watching, you Starcom people, because I know you're watching. You sit down and you're waiting 6:59 for me to come on here tonight.
Right. I want you to ask him why Ronnie Clarke get fired from BB. I want you to ask him so tonight. Why Ronnie Clarke get fired today? At BB, why he get fired?
Yeah, well, I'm telling you, caller, I feel what you're feeling. Let me leave the line so that others can call in. Thank you so much for calling.
Get the call in, man. This is a serious thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you so much, caller. God bless you.
Okay.
Yes. Good night and welcome to the Marcia Week Show.
Yes, good night. I must say that it is only a matter of time. There's a poem that, you know, it goes and it says, if they come for this body, they come for that body, they come for the other. You know, we keep saying those, you know that one, right, Marcia? You know that one?
Oh, yes.
That poem? Right. But I think I think it is more than time enough that Bajans give the Barbados Party a taste. I'm not saying that they should do the Nepal effect or they should do the Haiti effect. You don't have to. It doesn't have to go up that dire. But people need to understand that it is not 1920 when Bajans were, in my opinion, rated based on their socioeconomic standing, and that people would sit to the back of the class, not necessarily physical class, but the social standing class, if they only had three rabbits and two ducks in their yard. I think that this government has to understand that the people are the people, whether they have 3 cents or they have $1 million or 2 in offshore banks, right? So all I'm lending to this discussion is that I am going to wait and see if Bajans are going to continue as business as usual when people are continue to be, for lack of words, the falling at the behest of despotic, what I would say, despotic treatment or mistreatment, right? So I think that it is. And this is only winding up. You know, this is the cybercrime bill has not been proclaimed. The digital ID hasn't really get full on its way yet. So when you look, and if they are behaving like this, can you imagine what a Barbados would look like when all of these, well, the tank didn't really get off the ground properly. Neither did the Airbnb travesty. The only things that people are querying now is the 60 million that transfigured, you know, went to outer space. But besides the dirty water and all the, there's so many things. Marcia, I wonder how you manage on this program with all these things to deal with.
Well, you know what it is. You know what it is. It's a commitment. All of us. The thing about it, you see, it is something that we are all involved in. The people in St. Lucie are hurting. We are hurting as well in St. Michael, in St. Philip, and that whole concept that we're sharing it. You're asking about how I am feeling. What about Ronnie, who has given so many years of his life and is excellent at what he does? How about him tonight?
Phenomenal, not excellent, phenomenal, right? But you see, we just have to understand that this mindset, I call it an epigenetic and an epistemological, what was the word, a construct. From years ago, watching our forefathers, how they used to watch each other being tortured and the wives being abused and that sort of stuff, and then somebody being pulled apart limb by limb, and everybody just staying back and watching. And then what started to happen in Barbados over the last 200 to 300 years is this kind of a you will understand this Bajan talk, but no boy, not me boy, no boy, not me boy, no boy. Everybody started. Just because they want to save the skin or to be approved by this body or to get a pat on the back by this the other person, everybody in this psyche, they no, not because you can't, so no, you can't talk this, you can't do it. And that has taken over the psyche of Barbados, where people have this kind of like eggshell. Barbados how can Barbados be coming into what they call a republic? And you would think that republic would mean that people can be full of vigor, and that the university graduates will be able to speak, and that the scabies that was taking advantage of the nurses, that they wouldn't have to be creeping eggshells, and that people at the psychiatric hospital being alleged to be taken advantage of would not have to be, wondering if somebody can hear my cry, or the girls at the government industrial school, and it goes on and goes on. But Marcia, how do you manage?
I don't listen. As I said, we're a collective, and I really would like for you not to just be asking me, because truthfully, this is something that we manage it together. This has happened to Mr. Clarke, and we are doing this together. That's really what this is all about. It's also doing this together collectively. We carry the pain. We carry. We feel what has happened to Mr. Clarke tonight. We feel his voice.
Of course.
Being choked tonight. We feel the announcer as artist. We feel that.
Well, I'm hoping. You see, I am hoping for the artists that are being distracted with a little handout here and there, and a little handout there, that they don't understand. That they understand that when you shut the mouth of one, you shut the mouth of all. And that this precedent, that's what he was saying, that this precedent should never stand in Barbados. That you can get serenaded to sing about a whole prime minister from top to bottom, from his hair to the bottom of his feet, that he's jogging. And nothing come of that. I think was it that year that he won the did he not won the I think so. Because I don't know much. I know a little. But you can come and find an announcer who sings about the wars and the mistreatment in the cultural sector, and he is now treated like this is scum of the earth. If they just don't rise up now, they will never rise up. They will never.
Well, I'm people say, Bajan, that people won't do a thing about it. That's what they're saying. They won't do. It's the Barbadians to decide. Is it true that we're
well, continue holding hands and hands clasped and eyes closed, and what I will look for is 30 safe seats. The safest of the seats will be St. Lucie and the city. Those are 2 safe seats, but 30 safe seats. Okay, I will leave you on that one. We have to have a placard saying 30 safe seats. And then we start to go down which ones are safer than the others. Okay, I will leave you on that one.
Thank you so much, caller. Thank you for calling.
All the best to you. All the best to you. 30 seats, good. 30 seats, good.
Thank you. Folks, good night. Good night. Good night again. Let me get to where my comment section is. Oh, I thought I couldn't see the comment section. VO is saying, I can't see them rising up. We are weak and cowardly. And she's saying, I'm embarrassed by our Bajan brothers and sisters. Is this true, Barbados? Is this true? Somebody said, oh, and Arthur words hitting louder and louder every day. And they're the ones that have this picnic Sunday that is coming up. Who has a picnic Sunday? What do you mean, Mavis Lashley? Where are the artists? And that's the thing about this. I see the people who are concerned about the marijuana as a sacrament, and they are concerned about their rights. All right, marijuana as a sacrament, and they're concerned about their religious rights. When Praise Academy is religious rights were being trampled on, where were they? I stand up for everybody. Yes, I do. I wrote a whole movie, Hot Street, won awards at NIFCA for it, standing up against discrimination. Discrimination against people same-sex attraction. I wrote that, but you all don't remember that. How come I wasn't boycotted for that as an artist? I wrote it and dealt with discrimination against gay people in this country and throughout the world. I did that. Hush 3. Go and look at it. Why wasn't I discriminated against for that? Why didn't the church discriminate against me? For doing that? Or the Rastafari community or whoever is that burn out gay people. But no, I stand up and I quote a part of the Bible that I believe in. And you want to take that right from me? I must only say one thing. Well, I tell you, this woman here, you're not going to stop me from speaking. I come on this show and I talk about the young guys, young men, young boys who officials in this country are telling them to bend over in order for them to get a job. And I have advocated on their behalf. I don't go away and say, well, because it wasn't straight people or whatever. And I say to even I've seen these people, you only your issue alone must matter. Only your issue. The people who witness with the sacrament. I go and I stand with them. I go and spoke at an event. I went and spoke at an event with Ras Simba. But then you call them to come and support the nurses. They don't come. Some of those same Rastafari people will not come out and say, pay the police, pay the nurses, treat the children, the teachers better, give St. Lucie proper water, but you only want to walk and talk about the marijuana for your sacrament. I'm calling you all out tonight. People who push saying, the rights of people to be able to choose the partner that they want and whatever sex the partner should be. What about the people with the water in St. Lucie? Give me a break. Give me a break. There, you're right. It's Ronnie today and several more tomorrow. But we keep quiet and say, not me, Bo. Everybody, you're scared that you might not be able to eat a food. Where were you when I stood up for people who I see? I'm in a church setting and I see somebody there who they consider is gay, and they my husband will tell you, and they're discriminating against that person. Where were you when they removed me because I stood up in a church setting for that person? But no, it's only when it concerns us, our issues. And we are celebrating 1 year on Tuesday concerning the cybercrime bill. Folks, that's what I'm saying. They're not even, isn't this a Trinidadian company? Isn't this a Trinidadian company? Dave, if you have this song there, but you see, this scenic tank, Dave, I didn't even see what you put up. Sunday is Sunday, this Sunday, November 9th. You know what? From what I've seen since I've been here, these people are going to go and pack out this bus. Same way. They're going to go and pack out this bus, though. Dave, can you go ahead, Dave, and play? The people want Carol over to play. And then we want to play the other song that Michelle wrote as well. Okay, go ahead, Dave. Go ahead. Let's hope the internet, it might stick a little bit, but hang in there with us. We're not in our regular space. Mm-hmm.
Who say you can't put a woman to do a man's job? Was the promo for a radio show. I remember Kitchener Pan in a minor was the bed on which it was set. Over the course of time and history, brilliant performance unveiled the mystery of Carol Roberts on air. Style and grace and flair. Then she left. I went to the NCF, and it's happy crop over.
No.
Happy Carol over.
Yeah.
It's the National Carol Festival. The Carol Festival. The semi-finals gone. 2 songs in competition. I can't even change this one. Oh Lord, in the Carol Festival, jumping by stadium, turn left at Combermere gone, and the people in Station Hill can't even make a little berry in the Carol Festival, but think it not strange. Carol loves to innovate and change. Botanical, NCF, NCF, Carol,
NCF, NCF,
Foundation.
NCF, NCF.
Oh, Carol, I am but a fool. She hit the ground running, eager beaver, ever ready. Classic win the crown, spotting the light punchy. Innovation, 1 song, more prize money. Imagine Carol in charge. Previously, Mr. Hardin and Sugar made us free. Would be the dilemma facing our PB. Gabby, Jack, Calypso, Boomba, love your own, they want to know. 1 song to sing, Adonijah would have been king.
Woman.
And it's happy crop over.
No.
Happy Carol over.
Yeah.
It's the National Carol Festival, the Carol Festival. Kahobla pop gone. The kings and the queens gone. It's a soca orgy of fete after fete after fete after fete in the Carol Festival. Party monarch gone. Soca monarch gone. No proper platform for future soca stars in the Carol Festival. But think it not strange. Soca 25 is change. People with inquiring minds ask me why I wasting time with Carol, wearing the clothes like Carol. Nothing on cost of living, whole town history vanishing, but it's Carol. Lipstick like Carol. The PM flights 93, over 1 million in travel free, but it's Carol. Carol
NCF,
Foundation.
NCF.
Seminar, webinar, workshop, residency for Jackie Opel with Dr. Stefan, Arsenal fan. Freedom Park, season of emancipation. Amphitheater for Marcus Garvey, the great man. Work worthy of appreciation. I applaud, I praise what is right. But Carol loves to change, so pay attention. She might change pickety crop to Carol by candlelight. It's happy crop over,
No.
happy Carol over.
Yeah.
It's the National Carol Festival, the Carol Festival. Cultural village gone,
Gone.
feast on the plantation. In botanical, you're so beautiful, and I winning crown in the Carol Festival. Look at AC gone,
Gone.
classic and Mr. Blood gone.
Gone.
I tell I web, announcer said, tonight you're dead in the Carol Festival. But think it not straight. Even she hairstyle get changed. Come on, NCF, NCF, hairstyle
NCF,
for Carol.
NCF.
Hello, Carol, I'm depending on you. Botanical, do you like it? Carol, I love you.
Come on, guys, wherever you are, give him a hand there. Excellent. Excellent. As far as we are concerned, he's our king. We love Blood. Blood knows I love him. You know, he was using costumes for me. Whatever. I support. I love all of my calypsonians. You know, I just thought Ronnie was excellent on that night, and he's the king for me for this year. For this year. You know, I'm a total Blood fan, and his wife knows that. All over those wings, they were our stuff he had on stage there. You know, we support him, but it's my personal preference as an artist. I thought that Ronnie Clarke did it. He's a people's winner. But we have a caller on the line. Good night, caller. Go right ahead. Welcome to the Marcy Week Show.
Good night. Thank you for welcoming me. Welcome to those persons watching this show. And good night to the people of Barbados, all of Barbados, the honest voices of Barbados. And I'm calling in tonight because I cannot stay silent on what was done to Mr. Ronnie Clarke, the announcer. What happened to him is wrong. And every Barbadian who believes in fairness and free expression should be outraged. Let me get really real. Ronnie was fired in a direct connection with a calypso he wrote, the National Carol Festival that you just played, and that he effectively articulated. A song that simply highlighted changes to our National Football Festival, something every Barbadian has been talking about. And he didn't curse anybody. Ronnie was simply expressing himself as an artist. He didn't disrespect anyone. He did what calypsonians have done for generations. As a matter of fact, he did what is calypso. He used the music to speak the truth about what was happening in this country. And to add insult to injury, when he's employed the Voice of Barbados band the song, hiding behind some frivolous excuse of commercial considerations. We have to ask ourselves what really is going on, because here's an instance where every other radio station was playing the song, including the government-owned CBC.
Yes.
And so what kind of commercial consideration was that? I mean, it makes no sense to me, absolutely no sense. And we, the public, we can see through it all. But what this is sending is a dangerous message that if your art criticizes decision made in this country, you can lose your job. And this is not the Barbados that we know or that we should respect. This is not democracy, and it certainly does not respect our culture. And they want to make it clear though, you cannot silence a calypsonian and expect the people to remain silent. I want to repeat that. You cannot silence a calypsonian and expect the people of Barbados to remain silent.
I want you to repeat that one more time, sir. Are you a Barbadian? Are you a Barbadian?
I'm a Barbadian, and I also compose calypsos. Right? And I'm saying to you that you cannot silence a calypsonian and expect the people of Barbados to remain silent. I know some calypsonians operated within the realm of fear in recent times, but I believe this is the straw that brought the camel's back. So tonight, I am calling on Barbadians wherever they stand to boycott the Voice of Barbados stations. Turn them off. Let them feel the power of the people. And this is not about hate or anything, it's about a principle. And this is about defending our culture, our artists, and our freedom to express ourselves without fear of victimization. I've heard youngsters from Kenya, for example, make the statement, when we lose our fear,
yes,
then you have that.
Yes.
Now, Ronnie Clarke deserves better, and Barbados deserves better, so we must stand up and we must take a stand right now.
Yes, I agree with you totally. Barbados, let's take a stand. And I love what you said, that if they think they are going to try to silence a calypsonian in Barbados and the people, and it's just going to go unnoticed, they have, it's a sad day when they think that they're going to get away with that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks for calling. Very well said. Yes, guys, I'm waiting on you to call. We have Mr. Apostle Canterbury was due to be on with me. I had somebody from Jamaica who was supposed to be coming on, but we were having some technical problems at the beginning, and so I told him to just let's do that another time. So we have a totally different show. Tonight we were going to be talking about the pipe dream and the ridiculous goals of the motley government. I know you are listening. Pipe dreams, ridiculous goals. Motley BLP promises 2018 to 2025. I said it. Cancel me. Go ahead and cancel me. Try it. Go ahead, Dave, and play the song as you wait on people.
A tune about corruption and greed. A minister shaking down people in need. Next thing you know, my song get blocked. Say it too hot, might cause a shock. They tell me hush, go change the line, or face defamation, you cross the line. Now before I sing about truth or wrong, I need a lawyer to vet my song. Vet my verse, check every rhyme. It's like singing now become a crime. Say the truth but don't name. Helps you blacklisted from the fame. Radio say we can't play that, but the jamming soca about gun and bat. So who running the station show? Only the PM know. My partner sing one about tax and bribe. Next day he gone, cancel he tribe. They say it's slander and liable talk. Now the poor fella frightened to walk, but dance or blasting every night, singing about murder and gunfight. Yet high so man must mind his tongue, like we the problem all along. Vet me verse, check every rhyme. It's like singing now become a crime. Say the truth but don't name. Else you're blacklisted from the fame. Radio say we can't play that, but the jamming soca about gun and bat. So who Culture roots lie in we voice to talk the things and make real noise. But now them say tone it, don't be sweet. While injustice dance in the people's street. The pen might tear down, so they say, but they want to it every day. Freedom of speech, more like a loan that they pull back once truth get known. They tell me no calypsonians must learn. Before you sing, go get legal concern. Line by line, draft by draft. Watch lawyers edit out the craft. You can't call name, you can't say crook. Better you write a nursery book. But satire dead if we can mock. It's like the watchdog Lucy back. Let me verse, check every rhyme. It's like singing now become a crime. Say the truth but don't name. Else you're blacklisted from the fame. Radio say we can't play that, but they jamming soca about gun and bat. So running the station show, only the players talk. So let we rise and defend the art. Censorship tearing the soul apart. If calypso lose its sting and bite, who go shine the people plight? Not every song is meant for fet. Some just wake you up when things get wet. So I go sing loud till my breath done. Cause truth in rhythm can't be outrun. Let my verse check every rhyme. It's like singing now become a crime. Say the truth but don't name. Else you're blacklisted from the fame. Radio say we can't play that, but they jamming soca about gun and bat. So who running the station show? Only the PM know.
Listen, folks, all I can tell you is this. That as far as I'm concerned, I can talk for myself and everybody on here, over 1,000 of you watching. You have to determine in your mind what you're going to do. You have to determine in your mind. You have to reach a point, Barbados. There has to be a point where you reach a point where in yourself you know that enough is enough. What they're trying to do is to develop a habit of silencing people. You know, a government official wrote me and said that they defended Praise Academy online, and somebody wrote them and asked them if somebody took over their Facebook page because they are defending. And the thing about it, you know, and this is where the problem comes in. As I said, it is today. We don't care. We don't care, you know. We don't care. It's not happening to my uncle. It didn't happen to my brother. It didn't happen to my cousin. You understand? It's them people down there. And I didn't really like Ronnie anyway. And I don't really like his songs. And one day he had said something to me that I didn't like. Them nurses at geriatric, please. Because you didn't like them, you didn't stand with the nurses at geriatric. Do you know that at this point they're still being transferred to travel all the way to St. Lucie? Just for speaking up and doing their jobs? We have a caller on the line. Good night, caller. Welcome to the Marcia Week Show.
Good evening, Marcia. I am extremely tired today. I just finished work and just turned off my computer, and I heard about Ronnie, and I can't ignore this. So this is my message to your listeners. This is my message to the people of Barbados. How many things will we remain silent about? How many things will we ignore? How many things will we say it's not our issue? But it's today for me and it's tomorrow for you. So Ronnie sang a song talking about the culture, talking about the things that impact our culture, and he lost his job. Now I want you to think about that. That is about our freedom. That's about our ability to be able to say the things that we want to say without some person telling us you can't say it, but we remain silent. Earlier this week, we found out that a child, 11 years old at the time, was murdered by her grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
And we remain silent about that. We tell the kids, shut up, don't say nothing. That's our business. We don't do anything. I am so embarrassed by our Barbadian brothers and sisters that all you do is get behind a computer, you talk, you type, but you never show up. You don't stand up for your kids. You don't stand up for your peer, your family. You don't do none of that. And we are becoming a culture of cowards. Okay? A culture of cowards. I am so disappointed and so upset with our Barbadian brothers and sisters that you're going to allow, number one, a radio station to fire a man for standing up for something that he believed in. He didn't say anything bad about Carol. I mean, he talked about her wig. I thought it was funny. I didn't find it insulting, right? But somebody got hurt feelings and the man ended up losing his job. And what we do is we say, okay, that's not me. I don't care. But guess what? It's going to come at your doorstep sooner or later because this is the culture that we are creating in Barbados. It's extremely, extremely sad, extremely disappointing because I don't understand how you, the people of Barbados, allow some person to treat you in that manner. Where you can't say nothing about anybody. You can't even stand up for yourself. If you stand up for yourself, oh, don't say nothing. I am tired of hearing people say that. I am tired. Even Bajans that, don't even live in Barbados. They're the mindset, oh, you can't say anything because that's how we were raised. And we got to get out of that mindset. We got to get out of that mindset and we got to stand up. So guess what? Whenever you have brown water, you call Marcia. Whenever something is going on in your home and you need something, you call Marcia. But guess what? When the other people need something, none of you stand up. None of you stand up because you're behaving like cowards. That's all I have to say.
Thank you. Thank you, caller. Thank you, caller. Thank you. Thank you. Folks, very well said. Very well said. Somebody says they agree with the caller. Folks, the line is open. It's one line, so you can time it, right? And you call in. You call in and register how you feel tonight, register your concerns tonight. And, as far as I'm concerned, that's it. I don't, normally when we go in the car, we will turn on Starcom. That's it, I'm done. And somebody says, oh, but the people, they will still go and they will, the people are still gonna pay for ads there. If there are no listeners, how are they gonna pay for ads? Who's going to want to go there? They think that they could do this and get away with it. That's the problem. And tomorrow they're going to come with a spin on this, Barbadians. Listen to me. They didn't come out with anything today. As the gentleman who called in said, 12 o'clock news, nothing. Evening news, nothing. Because I sat down and I calculated what they were going to do. They're sitting down and they're waiting for us. They were waiting for this show from 6 o'clock. So they're going to hear what we're going to say and then they're going to respond. But I want to tell us something. Everybody. It doesn't matter the spin that they put on this over this weekend. There are some facts that they cannot spin out of. Number one, a song was banned. By only that one radio station. What criteria did they use to ban the song? If the song was supposed to be banned, why didn't the state radio station ban it? There was nothing wrong with the song. The first set of people who would ban it would have been the state radio. Everybody else was playing it. Starcom, you're going to have to answer to that, and that you can't change that. You did that. You had no basis of banning the man's song. Secondly, what proved to us you had no basis? The night of the event, you played the song. You broke your own rules. Are they the rules you made up? How can we trust you, Starcom? You went and you played the song on the night. It's the same lyrics. You think we're stupid? You played it on the night of the finals. That can't change. You could come and you could make up every other reason in the book of why you fired him. The problem is we knew from day one that there was a problem. You were not, in our opinion, your viewers, we saw that you were not treating the man fairly. That's your problem. And you were embarrassed. You were the laughing stock of the town during the Calypso season. Was it because you were embarrassed? Or you feel you have to do favors to people? So there's no, Barbadians, make up your mind. Okay? Make up your mind that there's no amount of spin that they're going to put on this tomorrow, because they're waiting. Their thing is that they're waiting to hear what we're going to say, and then they're going to put up their statement to, over the weekend. That's what they want to do. And they know what they were doing. As a caller, hold a minute there. They also know what they were doing. And I'm going to tell you why it came out on the Friday. Why it came out on a Friday. This is well strategic and calculated. They are media people. They know what they're doing. Go ahead, caller. Welcome to the Marcia Week Show.
Bless you, good to Marcia Weeks and everyone.
Good night. Welcome.
Barbados. My name is Ronnie. I call in to tell the Barbadians. They're pushing. But the Barbadians is not going to, making a stand on that pistol. So that's why they keep pushing. So make everybody realize, right, that the whole of Barbados is going like the society president. That's when they realize that all the race has gone, and that's when they know is not coming back for the rights and the freedom of Barbados. So basically, we got a knitting debate where we can right now. So when we go marching on Saturdays, it's just a few people. That all of the whole of Barbados, we got marches on Saturday. And the more disappointed part about it, they just always got this fear inside them. I do not like that idea about Bajans. It's very frustrating and it's sickening about this fear about Bajans. We got to be brave, take back our power, and make things right and make light happen once again. Because too much darkness is happening in Barbados right now.
Yes, thank you, caller. You are so right.
We need to hit the streets more regular than ever. Because you're not sure, no, right? As I said, today is he, tomorrow, you never know who it could be.
Yeah. That's it. And I know you come out to the marches, and I know once you all let me know, what you all want to do. We're supposed to march, not this Saturday. We didn't have a march planned this Saturday, but next week, God spare life, we're on the street, brother.
We need to spread the word more broader and more louder and let everybody and track everybody or even who's sick, who's crippled, everybody gonna need to come out because the honest truth, no one is safe right now on this BLP administration, especially gonna be the tentacles in every area. No one is safe right now. We are very much in danger, and trust me, we need to stop it and we need to nip it in the bud right now.
Yes. Thank you so much, caller, for calling. We need to nip it in the bud. Thank you.
All right, glad to see you, Marcia, and everyone. And to my voice to Barbie, everybody need to come out. Don't care which is a former party. Don't care no matter what. Come out and make sure your rights and your voice is heard.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you for calling.
Okay, blessings once again.
Yes, God bless. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Folks, the caller is right, because I believe it is my belief that if this is something that we need to march for. The cybercrime bill, the anniversary is on Tuesday. The anniversary, let me clarify that. In fact, Dave, we do have a flyer was made for that today. We have our faithful flyer maker, and listen, let me get this to Dave, guys. As I said, it's live TV and it comes in and we're moving. We are moving. Okay, there's a call coming in. Okay, caller, can you? Okay, let me try and take this call now. Okay, those of you who are calling, I'm going to ask you to, if you can, to call WhatsApp. WhatsApp is a bit better for us. But let's hear this caller. Caller, welcome to the Marcia Week Show.
Hello, good night. Thank you. Good night to all.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Let me ask if everybody, are we hearing her clearly? Want to make sure we hear our callers. All right, go right ahead, caller. We're happy to have you.
Thank you. I want to say a couple of things.
Yes, ma'am.
One, with the water issue in St. Lucie, about telling the citizens that they can drink the water is drinkable. I want the Prime Minister to go to St. Lucie with media and everything and drink some of that water for the whole of Barbados to see, along with the puppet that said that the water can drink. I want the two of them to drink some of the water. When we first had COVID and vaccinations were implemented, the Prime Minister took the first shot, the first set of vaccination for the whole of Barbados to see. Okay? To prove that she was taking it. She needs to prove that she can drink some of that water. That's point one. Point two, Ronnie was fired ever since. Point three, over 1,000 people with you right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I cannot count not even 500 people when you are marching. The same way that the people that be on with you.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't these numbers come out and march with you? Why it have to be 20-something, 30-something? It can't, not even 300 people. It is ridiculous. real ridiculous. It got you wasting money, wasting time, and everything. It's like it's like you're fighting a losing battle because the supporters of you on the show, but they may coming out and marching. So then just like everybody else. And they wanted to call and say this every since because I follow up the marches. They need to come out. Them just like the other deceitful people. And the thing with Ronnie, I tell you, today for me and tomorrow for you. But poor Ronnie, he was fired ever since. Everything. It's just that they cannot continue to pay him the way how they was paying him like on a leave. So it come to judgment day now. Fire he so we won't gonna be paying him monthly so all the time. That is it there now.
Yeah.
But he was fired ever since. Because they contacted him about it. I said, I'm hearing rumors and they want to know if it is true. I don't go by hearsay. I want to know if it is true. And he said he talked to me. Me and he WhatsApp back and forth.
I see. But you know the other thing to call, a lot of people don't realize you're dealing with a media house. And what Barbadians, listen to me carefully, everybody. Caller, and we can discuss this together, caller. One of the things that you notice that the Starcom did not announce this. And
I was listening to Starcom for half of the day. I was between 92.9 and 95.3 because Daddy Bass is my favorite DJ. So when he's working, I just be like almost with him.
Yeah.
And I didn't hear nothing to know on your show.
Well, here's the thing. They waited until a certain time of the day to do this, and they did it on a weekend. Do you understand? They did it on the weekend. And when you don't want too much media attention to something, it's done on the weekend. If they did this Wednesday, this would take up the news from Wednesday right back. You see what I'm saying? So they were very strategic. And what I want my Barbadians to do, mess them up now. Mess them up, caller. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. You know what? I more like their news than the other station news because them is jokers though, because things has happened and them don't tell you nothing to days after.
Well, let me tell you, you're going to find another way. Caller, find another way for your news. Not them. Not them, because
them get boycott. No. Yes. Because this is foolishness. And you know what? He did too much. Ronnie did too much. Ronnie used to live in that place. He working in place of this body. He working in place of that body. He ain't taking a vacation. He did it. I used to ask myself, where this man living there? I used to see him in Jordan's or Market shopping, buying things and walking back to work with the things. Like if he living there, I know this is the thanks that he get. This is the thanks that he get for working his ass off. This is ridiculous.
Caller, you make me laugh. Caller, I know you're upset. I'm not. That one slip out, right? Remember, we have children watching.
Yeah, but I sorry about that, but you know when you piss off, you know, at least that word wasn't too bad.
Yes, that one is all right.
I hope that this next March that you got coming, I hope this 1,000 and something people that are on will come out. These people, they're talking about the people fearful and the people frightened for what? Frightened for who? That they kill somebody, they commit a crime. The police can come and lock them up for committing a crime.
And you know the other thing exactly. And what I want Barbadians to understand, right? You know that same Starcom worried about the show.
Oh, I worry about the show. I worry about
Listen to me. So when they're going to call up, it is alleged that they call up our name and said that it's because he appeared on the show. They know that they're afraid of this show.
But you know what, Marcia? Your show have enlightened me so much the things that are going on in this place and things that are going on in that government that I was not aware of. So you just educate me, you just keep me abreast of what is going on, the truth of what is going on.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. So thank you on behalf of the team, the entire team.
Just thinking about party come Sunday now, all of them, the damn buy all the old buses already, got the old buses, the $10 less. They still got space for the new buses. And them still going along and picnic with them. Them ain't going to demand that they get back the money. They ain't going to down there no more.
Well,
they ain't going to demand to get back the money and don't go to that picnic on Sunday. Barbados, not everybody partying and everybody parking thing. And let me tell you something. I would like to pass a message to Mr. Torn. I would like Mr. Torn to start getting like your program and letting people call and share the views and things, because his viewers are not enough. 3 something, 2 something.
But they're doing their best though. They're doing their best. But caller, the DLP TV, I love to watch it, and I think it's a different. Yeah, but they're working hard. They've done a whole lot. They cover different a whole set of topics, and it's a bit different from ours. But caller, let me just say something here. The next march is going to be Saturday, November 15th, because we had planned to march, but we wait to see what we're going to march about. And I think, and I'm going to ask the people right now, I think that this warrants a march. What do you think? That we need to march about free speech and freedom of expression and to celebrate
because you're getting back now not to open your mouth. You imagine that?
Yes.
But we're supposed to have a democracy and we're supposed to be free. We ain't free?
Yes.
The coin got we like prisoners. I know you can't open your mouth, so nothing
either. Caller, I hope you can make it out on next week Saturday, folks. Next week Saturday. You heard the caller? The caller said there are right now there are 1,108 of you. By we get up tomorrow, 5, 6, 7,000 people watch it. Can we come out and I think, caller, what we should also do is to celebrate 11/11. Last year, 11/11/24, we were in Washington telling them about this government. We went and told on them. And right now, that government, they can't pick up that cybercrime bill. And we must ensure that they never pick it up in this country.
I don't know around you people in this country. Don't know. People could be so dumb and so blind and so ignorant and so stupid. Marcia, I went to not one gathering function. I went to Carifest. I went to nothing. Nothing. These people dumb and stupid.
Well, I want to, caller, I understand your frustration, and I thank you so much for calling. And I do hope, thank you for putting in a plug for the marches. And I thank you for understanding what we're doing on the show. And I take the compliment and I will share it with the others Glenn Morris, the Maxine McLean, the Rose Corbin, everybody. I can't, Stephen Strickland, I can't call everybody's name now, but they know themselves. Dr. Ferdinand, everybody. I'm here waiting on Apostles Canterbury. I know he had church and he's due to come on.
Okay.
But I want to say,
I'll be on until you finish.
Yes, I to say thank you for your kind compliments on
having me, and you're welcome also.
Yes, ma'am. God bless you. God bless you.
God bless you too. Yes, good night.
Yeah. Listen to me, folks. We need to get that big truck on the road on Saturday. On Saturday, We need to get out there with the big truck on the road on Saturday. And I want to say to you guys, do not let Starcom come and spin anything on you. And when they start on social media telling, oh, you don't know what he did. You don't know. Don't let them come and spin. Starcom is going to come and do a spin. There are facts that you know. What are the facts that you know that you're going to put on social media and let them know? Don't come with that nonsense. You're going to put that on social media and let them know. Don't come to me with that foolishness. Why was his song banned? Show us a line in the song that was against broadcasting laws, that he broke any laws. Show us a line. Why did you ban his song? And why did you play it on the final song? Just that alone. We should have boycott video. We should have boycott Starcom from that. That's when we should have boycott Starcom. But I have a caller on the line. Good night, caller. Welcome to the Marcia Week Show.
Good night, Marcia, and good night to the loyal opposition.
Good night. Listen, your picture is so, your picture, you had me shocked there. I thought it was a certain minister calling, but anyway, go right ahead.
I had to call this show tonight. When you want to send a strong message, you have to hit people where it hurts.
Yes.
And I am asking for all Barbadians who listen to Brass Tacks or who call Brass Tacks, because Brass Tacks is a big ticket for Starcom. We have to hit them from Sunday. Whichever moderator is on Sunday, don't call. No interaction. And this has nothing to do with the moderators, but we have to send a message.
Yes, so repeat that. Repeat that.
From Sunday. We start from Sunday. Hit Brass Tacks where it is going to hurt. Hit Starcom where it's going to hurt, and it's going to hurt them for Brass Tacks. No callers. Don't call. They can't talk to themselves. So they will have to close the program if there are no callers. And we continue on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right down. Hit them on Brass Tacks. Do not call Brass Tacks. I am asking for us to stand with Ronnie on this. Because as we say today, it is Ronnie, and tomorrow it will be one of us.
Yes.
Let us send a strong message to Starcom from Sunday, the 9th of November. Do not call Brass Tacks. No callers.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I love it.
And I also want to say, many of you may not know, there is a popular supermarket who retails a homemade sweet bread. Let that sweet bread do. Let it stay on the shelf and go rancid. I would have to tell you who makes those sweet breads, Marcia. But hit them at that popular supermarket and let those sweet breads stay on the shelf. Hit them.
Wow.
And it is all connected. It is connected.
Listen, Bajan's militant. Bajan's militant. The woman said, listen to her. She said, Sunday, starting November 9th, let them talk by themselves. Some of you, all you live to do is to call Brass Tacks. Don't call Sunday. That's why I'm just repeating what the woman said, because you all love to blame me as I am the Jamaican coming here. And who first talk about boycott tonight? I'm talking to the Starcom people who you love to call up my name. Who did you hear? And who did you hear could tell and organizing you? Who organizing the boycott? The people of Barbados. The lady on the line says, I'm repeating her, she said, Sunday.
Whoever is going to hurt. So from 11 o'clock on Sunday the 9th, don't call. And from 10 o'clock on Monday, the 10th, don't call. And we do it on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Do not call bastard. And it will put them in their pockets.
Yes. Yes.
So let us stand with Ronnie on this one.
Yes.
We have to send a clear message to Starcom.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Agree with you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you for calling.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you so much. I tell you, we have some more callers, and I see Apostle Canterbury there, but I just want to get these callers in. Let me get the callers in. Good night, caller. Oh, I'm calling. I have to call them back. Good night, caller. Welcome to the Marcia Week Show.
I agree with the callers. I agree with the callers.
Turn down your radio, though. Turn down your device. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I agree with the caller. Don't call it for random open on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, open on Sunday. I agree with you. We do this for Ronnie Clarke.
Yes.
What happened to Ronnie Clarke? Let us see what it feels. I agree with the caller. Thanks, I agree with you. I will shake your hand. I give you 100% for saying so too.
Yes, agree. Yes, thank you for calling.
That's all I have to say.
Yes.
That's all I have to say, right?
Yes.
Then people are they want to pay for what they do to Ronnie Clarke.
Yes. But
they're going to pay for what they do to Ronnie Clarke.
Yes. Thank you, caller, for calling. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yes. And just like say to Kentley McCullen, and I know that Kentley, please don't think he's just reporting what they're saying, but that is not true. That is not true. That's a lie. They could do what they want to do with this woman in this chair. Ronnie and I had a discussion. And what we need to do is to go back and check if there's we have any thing about it. He never appeared as no program manager. It's a lie. Don't get me mad in here this evening. It's a lie. They are lying. Anybody at Starcom says that it's a lie, and I want you to use your Facebook. Use your social media and set that record straight and mash down that lie. It is a lie. Do not repeat it. I hate lying. I hate it. Don't get me upset. Let me try and calm down. It makes me angry just to see that. Because I know it's a lie. Yes, I heard you, Pedro. His lawyer will deal with the issue, and the people must deal with the issue. We're not going to shut up because a lawyer is going to deal with no issue. Don't bring that over here. We're not stupid. We know that his lawyer is going to deal with the issue. We passed that already. We announced they're going to appeal. But the people must deal with this issue. You know, the caller calling back. And let me bring in Apostle.
Hello?
Yes, caller. Can you turn down your device? I'm getting upset. I need to calm myself down.
Turn it down. Turn it down. Hello?
Yes, caller, can you turn down your device? Thank you so much.
Yes, I turned down. My theory, this whole thing remind me of the United States under the Democrat. As you say something about them, they penalize you, they jail you, they do everything possible to destroy you. This put me in the mind of the Democrats in the United States.
Yes. And some people would say Trump as well.
And Trump Everybody talk about Trump, but they talk about the good things that he done in the 4 years he was there. And if this government would do the good things that Trump do in 4 years, this government would have a victory lap.
Yes. Well, I don't want to get into America politics. Caller, are you going to are you in agreement that we need to march on this on Saturday and that
we need to do something about this? Barbados. It's getting out of hand. If you slip, you slide with them. We need to do something about these people. It's not only Starcom, it's the whole country gone mad. It's not only Starcom, the whole country gone mad. And we need to do something about these people. We are living in Russia, we are living in Cuba. We can have our opinion. Are we entitled to our opinion? And we need to do something. People in Barbados are still talking people's name and doing this and do. We need to do something in Barbados. And goodbye and goodbye.
Yes, well, thank you for calling. I hope to see you at the march, and the boycott starts Sunday. Do not call them. Do not call them. Let them sit down there and sweat. Apostle, thank you so much, caller, for calling. Thank you. Apostle Canterbury, I tell you, I got so angry. Please forgive me. I tell you, I don't think I've ever been this angry. Just seeing that written on the screen. And
Right.
To anybody, you have to apologize to anybody I offended. I know I screamed in the mic. I was very angry. I would not hide it because I can't stand a lie, Apostle.
Yes,
It
ma'am.
angered me. I apologize ahead of time. Yeah.
Yes, that's quite all right. That's quite all right. Thank you so much again for having me on the show with you. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here with you each week to help sensitize the public to what's going on across Barbados. But there's a lot of hot water in Barbados tonight, and I hope that the public here in Barbados, they're beginning to wake up. Mr. Clarke has now been probably the first victim of this feminist movement here in the island of Barbados. And it's unfortunate that we've gone through so many years of people singing about, Gabby saying about the bees, Mr. Dale saying about Pilly and saying about, all these different politicians. They say about Mr. Frondell Stewart. He wasn't saying nothing. Frondell ain't saying a word. Even Malik used the prime minister's name in his, famous song of 2007. He mentioned Jadio and Mia Motley, all of them for cup, and he even mentioned at the end of the song, the prime minister went out at the time. So I really don't understand why this situation could not have been taken with some level of laughter and just let's move on. I have no idea why it would come to such a pass, but to see this happen to Mr. Clarke, this is a telltale sign that Barbados is pretty much on the verge of destruction. And I'm going to say this, I appreciate females in position, but we have too many females in leadership position in Barbados, and it is creating a huge problem. And I would also accept this as an attack on men. Okay, so unfortunately, this is what has happened to Mr. Clarke, and I'm standing in support with him. He's a good friend of mine, and unfortunately, Barbados has gotten to the place. I mean, even they could have left this until after we had completed independence, but I think that right now this entire nation has to stand up because our freedom of speech is being seriously attacked by this administration. And I have to let the public know that this situation with Mr. Clarke, this is not just a matter of Starcom. This is political. It always has been from the very beginning. It's political. Don't forget that classic song, his song was removed as well from the radio stations in Barbados. And this administration, they seem not to want anybody to say anything negative about them. All the while they're doing negative things, but they don't want anyone to say anything negative. So we have to stand with Mr. Clarke on this issue. And I hope that Barbadians are beginning to wake up that the time has come to get this government out of office and put individuals there that will move Barbados into its destiny. We can't trust these individuals right now. And in a way, I'm actually happy for Mr. Clarke as well, too, to the fact that we see right now that even elements like Starcom Network are bowing to the anti-Mia rhetoric and bowing to this this travesty that we have as a government. And I think the time has come for our people to stand up, make a decision. We need to do something about it now. So I'm standing with Mr. Clarke on this issue. So I'm really happy that so many individuals are calling to voice their opinion about the matter. And we have to move on, and we have to move on beyond this party before our country can actually get better.
Yes, most definitely, Apostle Canterbury. You know, I'm sitting here, and I remember when your rights were violated.
Yeah.
And this, I don't want to get emotional tonight, but
Yeah.
I remember that, and I remember I didn't even know you at the time. I went and looked up the name of your church because I wasn't familiar with you.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
And when I went and to get the correct name of the church, I don't think we had even spoken. You could let me know, but I went and I researched all of that because I didn't need to know you to stand with you.
Yes, ma'am.
When the whole Barbados, they didn't hear the whole story, and they were against Apostle and his wife, his beautiful wife, Prophetess Heather. Go to their church. I don't need to.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm saying about us. You don't need to even know Ronnie Clarke. You don't need to know him. The point is this, sir. And this is why I'm saying to them, when they come with their spin, every single one of you who watch the show, I know this show is gonna go up in the thousands. Listen to me. When you watch the show, hear what I am telling you. These are the facts. At no time did the announcer, Apostle, I'm sitting on here, and God knows the truth. At no time did he come on the show as no programs manager and all this nonsense station. I don't want what they're saying. He never came on as any station manager or / programs manager. Never. He was on here 3 times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So
yes,
I don't understand. And even if we made a slip, we would say, because he and I had that discussion.
Yeah.
And so that is number 1. Number 2, Apostle, we sat and we saw, we were at our home, wherever we were, and we knew that Starcom went ahead and they banned the song.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you want to call it, the point is that you never play the song.
Right.
Everybody else, and you could not tell the people why the song was not being played. What broadcast rule, what laws did it break? And you went and you played the song on finals night.
Pretty much.
So there's nothing, you can't come to us and tell us nothing now, because they're planning to do a spin by Monday. Watch it. Believe me when I tell you, they're going to try to paint this man, and they're going to try to destroy Ronnie Clarke by Monday. That is how it works in the media. They already sit down on the plan. They came out with this on Friday afternoon because they know we're going into the weekend past. Apostle, you were saying something.
Exactly. And this is the modus operandi of this administration over and over. It's always this end of the week thing, so that, we go over into another week. So they're using this as their plot to cushion what is happening. They know the weekend is usually a busy time, and a lot of people don't have, and of course, brass tacks is usually, basically a weekday thing. And so this was strategically planned. I can tell you that. I spoke to Mr. Clarke when this whole issue came out. We saw each other briefly. We talked about his suspension, and I pretty much knew that him being fired was coming. Starcom Network for years have been lobbying to have their own television license here in Barbados, and they've never gotten it. Okay, so especially with this administration that is so vindictive and deadly, they're going to tread cautiously, and whatever they're threatened with, they're just basically going to toe the line. And I knew that Mr. Clarke was going to be removed. I knew that from the time that all of this situation came out about this song, which to me really shouldn't have been a problem, but I knew this was coming, and he knew it was coming. Okay, but the reality is that Barbadians have to stand up now, because this means that our freedom of speech, and again, you want to look into the whole issue of the Crop Over Festival. It has become too political. Okay.
Yes.
It's become too political. It's all the way back when I spoke to an individual when Edwin Yearwood won the competition, and a particular person was over that particular ministry that controls the NCF, and one individual told me they were so upset with the whole event that year because they were told that Mr. Yearwood must win all three of the all three places must be given to him. He must win all three. And that year he won Pick of the Crop, he won Road March, he won Party Monarch, he won all three. Okay, but the system was rigged to favor him. And before Observer, remember Observer, who passed recently? I had a chance to speak to him, and that was the year when he had the song Cat Attack. Okay, and that was a major song in Barbados. And he told me that he spoke to an individual at the time that was working at the NCF, and he said they told him I think he placed second that year. He told me that he was told by an individual that the reason why he didn't win that particular year was because when they print the flyer for Crop Over, they wanted to project a certain image, and the fact that he was Rastafarian and wearing his locks and all that kind of stuff, that would not really have given Barbados the image in terms of the flyer that they would have been putting abroad, publicizing the Crop Over for the following year. So he lost on a technicality that he didn't have the facial aesthetics. Let me put it that way. So this has become a very serious political. It's too much politics involved in this, and I think Red Plastic Bag, he concluded one of his songs years ago when they were giving him the Tercel, and he mentioned at the latter part of the song that he said politics and this thing like hell, but not a fella in driving my Tercel. So he knew that a lot of politics got into the whole issue of the.
Are you stuck? Is he stuck? Or am I stuck? Live TV, guys, live TV. We don't have the big budget like the Starcom them. Can you hear me? Oh, I'm good. So let me put Apostle. Sometimes he has to go out and come again. He has to wheel and come again. Apostle, if you can hear me, and just leave the studio completely and come back in and return. That would help as well. Yes, that would help. No. Let me make sure that I did not miss any of the callers. Caller, if I missed you, that might have been when I got so angry and I got too angry. I don't like when I get that angry. If I missed you guys, if I missed you, please call back, okay? Yeah. If I missed you, please call back. Somebody says that there are over 200 comments on that post about Ronnie. Well, those 200 people, you need to come out on Saturday. I'm here trying. You see me on the phone trying to see if I can get my flyer person to start to do up the flyer for the march. Because listen, I am not playing with them. I am not playing with them. I hate lies. You are wicked. You are wicked. Wicked is a word I'm going to use. I hate it. You understand? Let's see. Apostle is here. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi,
You're on
Apostle.
fire.
I see
You're on
you there.
fire tonight, ma'am. I can tell you are on fire
Now,
tonight.
you know why, Apostle? I don't. This is such a lie. It is such a lie. I can tell you, sir, that it's a lie. They're lying on Ronnie Clarke.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, it's crazy that we have to actually. When I saw it today, I wasn't surprised, honestly. I wasn't surprised that that's what happened. I was pretty much looking forward to it once he got suspended. It was too much. They made too much over this song, and it was a beautifully arranged song. Uh, you know, articulately presented, and they should have gone over with a laugh. But unfortunately, we've gotten to a place where this administration, you can't say anything about them. I mean, you can talk about everybody else. They can talk about everybody else, but nobody can say anything about them. It's crazy.
They are, I can tell you, Apostle, I saw as I was getting ready to come on the show, I saw why they didn't do anything. And I literally saw them sitting there waiting on the show. They're waiting because they want to hear what we're going to say. We are speaking truth on the show. We're speaking facts on the show. And I'm telling you, what we have told you is the truth. They have decided that they're going to unfair this man. They're going to victimize Ronnie Clarke. They're going to marginalize him. They're going to take away his bread and butter from him. They're going to stop to try to, hold him up. They lynched him. Basically, they lynched him, held him up so that the rest of Barbados would be scared.
Yeah.
They lift up Ronnie Clarke and they say, look what we did to him.
Yep. It's crucify him, they tried that with me, and it didn't work. They tried that, and it's like any person that speaks out against them, all of a sudden they have a problem with them. And but I want them to know if there's one person in Barbados that's not afraid of Mia Motley or this administration or anybody that she may have protecting her, it's Apostle Scanterbury. And I want her to understand that I'm not in this nation, because I can be. I was born here. I have rights here, and she can't take my rights from me or my family or my ministry. And they have to understand this is not over until God says it's over. And it's just too much to what is happening to Mr. Clarke right now. It is unfortunate, it's dangerous, but it's sending a very serious message to the entire population of Barbados, and we need to wake up right now before it is too late. For the time comes when you can't even walk down the street and say anything slightly about anybody before you have something like this happen. Now, I did what I had to do during COVID, and the Lord backed me up and showed to Barbados that what He showed me about this entire COVID system was correct. And
Yes.
now they have.
I could just ask you to just take a pen, and I hope you remember what you have to say. Okay,
Sure, go
just
ahead.
remember I have a caller on the line. Okay, hate
Okay.
to do that, but I want to hear the callers tonight. Good night, caller. Welcome to the Marcia Week Show.
Just give me a couple of minutes. Let me lower his voice.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. Thanks for being courteous. Thank you.
Okay, this will work.
I'm with you. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, hearing you clearly, sir.
Miss Vic, our rights are being eroded. Go back to the Bible. We sold our souls with 30 pieces of silver when they crucified Christ. You can remember Barabbas?
Yes.
They denied him. I think Ronnie has done so much for VOB. Ronnie Clarke was one of the faithful members in their over 30 years of service. He worked as an announcer, he worked as a staff moderator, and he also worked as a producer. Even when Ronnie was working as a producer, if you call, Ronnie would say to you, and he was one of the first people to tell you if you are 3 or 4 callers ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the things that hurt me about this whole thing, the calypsonians should be with Ronnie. Yep, with Ronnie. It's nowhere the rockets to the government or cars. They're saying about everybody. Gabby saying about Jack. Then we can go at the beach. You know, this is ridiculous. Barjam, the president of Barjam, as a journalist, they also should boycott VOB. You know, and our subscribers should boycott VOB. You go to the announcers in America, you saw the other day with the comedian.
Yeah.
When he was on the station, and what happened? They had to bring him back on.
I got Ronnie.
When no else so hold the show, Ronnie was there. He worked throughout the night, early on mornings when people can't turn up. But this is when you're too loyal to your job. You see? If you would say, don't say no, it would be something else. You know? And the whole point is, people can say that we won't come out and represent the march. But people in Barbados are afraid. Some of them who have government jobs and they know that these things are true. But because of victimization, they're afraid to appear on the street because somebody may be out there with a camera taking your photo. And before you can land in your job the next morning, your photo is there. On Facebook. You know? Who shall we fear? The only person that we should fear in this country is Almighty. Freedom of speech. We talk about freedom of speech, freedom of association.
Mm-hmm.
Why the one pass the freedom, the act of freedom of information?
Exactly.
It was passed in the House, but the act was never proclaimed. You know? Gabby sang about everybody. Serenada. We had a well-known lawyer in this country right here for Serenada. Serenada sings still in there. As Mrs. Canterbury said, they sing about Mrs. Sandyford. They sing about Mrs. Stewart. You know? And one of the things that happen in this country, people forget that people around the NCF, and as Mrs. Canterbury said with Edwin, is a fact. It's a fact. Edwin was favored. What a lot of people don't know, even when the show is supposed to come off and they're practicing, you would hear who is going to get the crown. I can remember it was in Queen's Park at the show, and this thing happened. The talk was round there. You had a well-known lawyer also representing the calypsonians, one of the highest people in this country. So therefore they knows what happened. A time ago, Gabby was speaking on behalf of the calypsonians with fear, and they all refused. But as soon as the person became the Minister of Culture, the calypsonians accepted what was offered to them. It's about time that Barbarians get up and stop this fear and warmongering. You know, there was nothing in the song that offended anybody. It was vetted by a lawyer. And Ronnie said, take them to court. I would agree with them to take them to court. Don't take it like this. Take VOB to court. And his man said, as the president of the General Association, he should be shamed. He should be shamed. You look at a man lawyer, if I was the union representing this man in the union, I would look at his record before I could think about firing the man. You know? Ronnie was one of the faithful workers there at VOB. How would you feel if he stopped buying the nation? Stop now paying for advertisement on VOB. You know? And all the stations, then they will realize it's about time we wake up and face the coffee. You know? We were surprised. Why did we hear on your show? Why VOB didn't broadcast it? But Ronnie should know a long time ago that this was coming.
Pretty
the
much.
The person in this country is God. You know?
Yeah.
There's no God. A day for you and tomorrow for me. But they forget a day in politics is like a day in our lifetime. You know? And there comes a time where you're going to come knocking at our doors and we will ask the questions. Why did you unfair so-and-so? What are you going to do for me? It isn't all about self-gratification. You know, it's just that you remembered the government central bank saying the economy is fair. It's sparkling. But people out here living from day to day, paycheck to paycheck. And the only one living happy is those people who get it. Their salaries, their rent fair, their maids fair, their cars free. Gasoline they don't have to buy, so they don't care about us. We have to wake up and face reality. Thanks, Miss.
Thank you so much. Very well said. Very well. We're having some great callers. The callers are on the money. And Saturday, listen, I am on the show. This is what happens, and this is what is beating them. This is what they don't understand, and this is what they have them up at night, right? And they don't understand how the show works. I am sitting on the show. You know, somebody sent me this flyer. I didn't ask the person to do it. I'm trying to get a hold of our flyer person. I didn't ask the person to do it. I am sitting here, Apostle, and somebody sent this to me. That's the power of what happens on this show, folks. That's why you confuse. And I tell you, when you try to stop it, when they're going to try it, Apostle, to stop it in this way, it's going to flow over here because it's not about one person. It's not centralized.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And again, it comes to the reality that we have to wake up and realize that so many entities in this island have sold out and they're under the fear of this administration. They're not functioning righteously. They're just, you know, in survival mode right now because of this type of mafia style government that we have right now. And I'm hoping that Mr. Clarke is at least listening and realizing that there are so many individuals that are standing in support of him right now. You know, and between now and tomorrow morning, you know, going into the latter stages of the weekend, we're going to see exactly how Barbadians are going to respond to this, how the entertainers are going to respond to this situation. And we'll see if Barbadians will finally find a place where they can stand together and have a situation where they can send a clear message to this administration that we are not going to allow anything like this to ever happen on our shores. This is an attack on freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and it's an attack even on the arts here in Barbados as far as crop over and calypsonians are concerned. So this goes, you know, very deep. It cuts very, very deep into what Barbadians have been accustomed to. We've never seen it like this. You know, I think back in the day, Griner sang a song and he said everybody was a bee. You know, he even said Gabby was a bee, Tom is a bee, Bree is a bee, and stinging everybody. And you know, we went along with it. We had a good time. Everybody danced, everybody clapped. And now all of a sudden you have a simple situation like this, and they've taken it to this level. And now is the time to actually stand up and do something about it. So I'm hoping that more Barbadians are beginning to wake up and realize that our nation is under threat because of this administration that believes that nobody should say anything about them whatsoever. And we have to be very, very careful at this time and make sure that we do what needs to be done now to send them a message that we will not let them, as Mr. Arthur said in his very famous video, we will not let them run roughshod over us, that we will prove to them that we are not a boy in the yard or children in the yard, that we will live in Barbados where no despot, as he said, can control his destiny and control his future. And this is where we need to stand up now and make it clear that we're sending this message to this administration. We had enough, and it's time for you to go.
Yeah. You know, Apostle, I just can't believe that this is where we are at in Barbados. You know, I can't be, I'm because I'm sitting here and I'm going over all everything that has occurred, right? I'm just going over all of them and just going through my mind. And I want to say to Barbadians, you know, that we have to reach a place where enough is enough.
Yeah, we
And
do.
if we allow this to happen, and we do nothing about it, what is going to happen is that we are creating an environment. We're creating, they're making habit of it, and they need to understand we are people, and we have a voice. They are supposed to be voice of Barbados. You are no longer voice of Barbados. You could scrap that name. You don't represent us. Yes, this another caller calling, Apostle.
Yes, ma'am.
Good night, caller. Welcome to the Marcia Week Show. Hold a minute. Not hearing you. You need to turn up your microphone on your phone. Good night, caller.
Yeah, he has to turn his mic up.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we're hearing you now. Yes.
Okay.
Welcome.
I usually take notes, so yeah, I'm pretty okay. That's a good night to everyone.
Yes, sir.
I usually take notes. I usually take notes so that I will have a certain mindset in speaking. But I didn't take any notes tonight. But in listening, I want us to understand that there has been an agenda out to silence people. All right. Even the doctors were silent, and some of them are still silent. There was an agenda out to silence the church. Some of the church is still silent. There was an agenda out to get the children. All sorts of things was out to get people into a kind of a trap, a silent trap, and it's working. Because when you consider the marches and such, like, a lot of people would rather stay on the sidelines, you know. Okay, hold on. So I'm seeing that a lot of times the agenda seems to be silencing people, but we have to open our mouth and speak. Even parents are silent when you see certain things happening. The police is silent. You see politicians being silent, but we have to eat. All right, calypsonians are being silent. Some of them are being paid to be silent. Sing something else, but don't sing about this thing. So I'm saying a lot of times we have to look at the agenda.
Yes.
You know, the agenda is to silence people so that other things can happen. So that's just my input for tonight.
Yes, excellent, excellent. I love the way you put it all together. You've been listening. Thank you so much for calling, caller. Yes, thank you. Always a pleasure. Dave, if you check your, thank you, Dave. If you could just check your WhatsApp, you would see somebody, they sent another flyer. That's the thing. They cannot stop this movement. They can't stop it. And I will tell you that before the night, before before the week is up, there are going to be sounds. Because I'm telling you, they don't know what to do with what's going on, Apostle. They don't know what to do with what's going on, because it's going to hit them from all different angles. You see? Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm sitting here and this is what they don't understand. Yeah, and I want the people to know that be prepared. They are a media house. They are a media house. They know exactly what they're doing. They have planned this out carefully. And after this show is when they're going to write their the statement. There's a statement that's going to come out, and it's after the show. And when you leave the show, you know the facts of what happened. Do not let them bring a spin, and do not let them paint Ronnie Clarke in a negative light. Use your social media, please. They will not spin this. Apostle? Okay.
I think I'm muted. Right.
Yeah, go
Okay.
right ahead. Yes.
Is this a new flyer that came out recently?
They just did it. I just got it in my in my box. I just got it. I literally got it at 9:38, and it's 9:48.
Right. Well, again, the hairstyles are matching for sure. But you know, one of the things that is very, very I don't know, but one of the things that we must come to a realization with this administration is, and let's go back to COVID and the plan that was levied, especially on, first of all, individuals that were speaking out against COVID and against this travesty. And I'll tell you the truth of the matter. You have so many individuals during COVID, the BAP, the Cancer Society, the Heart and Stroke Foundation. You had so many individuals that were speaking and talking, and right now you can't even hear them. And they knew the agenda. The plan was whoever spoke out against this COVID-19 scamdemic, they were supposed to be silenced. And that's what they had to do. They had to make sure. Unfortunately, you had so many individuals who went along with that, including the church. Now, the fact is that so many areas of our leadership that would have normally been speaking out against what administrations are doing, most of these folk have been bought out. And a lot of the church has been bought out. And they would not see something like what is happening now to Mr. Clarke as something that spiritual leaders in the nation should pay attention to. Yeah. Because if this is happening on this level, who is to say that there's not a plan in place to even silence the church on another level? You saw the behavior recently of the Prime Minister when that reverend made the comment about they're being told that things are going well in the island, but we know that things are not going well. You saw the reaction. You saw the facial expression. We have a central bank governor that's telling us that we've increased 2.6% and all this stuff that they're putting out there, and we know for ourselves that that's not really what's happening. But it's almost like all of these areas are being silent so that you can't speak. A lot of people say, and I've heard them say the Marcia Reek show, everything is anti BLP, everything is anti. Okay, well, listen, tell them to do something that we can say that was something positive. Don't just talk pretty and borrow money and expect us to applaud. I mean, do something else to show us that you have some type of ability to improve the country. Okay, but to come at this last hour and to do this to Mr. Clarke, this is a travesty. This is an attack on Barbados. This is an attack on our culture. It's an attack on crop over. It's an attack on, you know, the arts. It's an attack on freedom of speech. It's an attack on freedom of expression. It's right across the board, right across the board. This is a huge attack by this administration. And, you know, I do not understand why Starcom would have gone in this direction when CBC, that is under the control of this administration, did not ban the sound and still plays. I can't figure out how Starcom got there, but I believe that they had to be under severe, serious pressure from this administration where this is concerned in order for them to have taken this step over a sound. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, when you really think about it, because I don't know how they're going to justify banning the song and then playing it on finals night, and really that's where we should have boycotted them at that time. They should have had the boycott at that time when we saw what they were doing, because it was obvious that there was no principle, there was nothing about it. Yeah, that's when they should have gotten the boycott.
Yeah, this is all political, and I would not doubt it if a call was made from the Prime Minister where this was concerned. I mean, I have no doubts that this decision by Starcom is driven by politics. I have no doubt about it, because this is
it's your opinion. You're free to give your opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I honestly, I mean, I work with Starcom. I've worked with Starcom for years, and I've had my time of issues. I've been removed from my broadcast has been removed twice from Starcom, and both times it was from the Barbados Labour Party. Both times. Okay. The last one was due to something that I had mentioned in relation to Mr. David Thompson at the time. But the reality is that politics is very, very, and I'm going to say this because, you know, Mr. Arthur is no longer with us. And so I had a situation, I made some comments, and I was at my office and I got a call. I looked at it, it said government headquarters. When I answered the phone, the gentleman said, "Please listen to me carefully. I'm going to only say this one time." He said, "The Prime Minister is listening to your broadcast. Be careful." And he put the phone down. Okay. So I know when politics gets involved in what is coming over the airwaves and what the print media, what they're putting up there. And you look carefully, as long as it has anything to do with making this administration or Miss Motley look good, it's on the front of the paper, is on the front of the page. You know, I've seen cases where there were things being done by Mr. Stewart when he was Prime Minister. It didn't go to the front of the page, the paper. It was on page 3. Okay, so we have an understanding of how they get involved, and they bring politics into everything, and they're expecting that the people are not going to sit back, and we're not going to say anything. We're just going to be quiet. We're going to be like little poolers. We're not going to do that. We're going to get up. We're going to be like big strong pit bulls. We're going to come back at them. We're going to tell them, shut this down. We're going to make sure they reinstate Mr. Clarke. We're going to do what we need to do to make sure that this is right. Okay, so we're not going to be playing games with them again, because this is absolutely wrong for Barbados to have fallen into this state. And listen, it is all because of the attitude, and it's all because of the policies of this administration that is leading this country away from righteousness and bringing us into this state where, you know, they can do whatever they want. They can interfere with whoever they want. They want to discredit whoever they want. They tried it with me and it didn't work. And we have an opportunity to stand up and make sure it doesn't work in this situation either.
Yes. Very well said. And folks, we're going to close tonight at 10 because we're not in the comfort of our home, Dave and I. So we've got to head on out. Folks, we're going to be closing. And Dave, if you can just go ahead and play something for us, you would know what to do at this time. As he's searching for it there. And I just want to thank everybody for joining. I know we had a different name for the show. You and I talked about some things that we were going to talk about. Didn't know that this is how it was going to be. Yep. But I think it's fitting tonight. Repeat, please.
Yeah, quite a surprise to see that it came out right on the 11th hour.
Yeah. And I will say, remind people that the 11th of the 11th, 2024, we went to Washington with the cybercrime bill, talking about freedom of speech and freedom of expression. 11th of the 11th, and we had a press conference that was finished at 11:11. The press conference ended at 11:11. I'm telling you, and just the other day, I came on here and I was talking to you about 11:11. I didn't even know. This is a moment, folks. This is that watershed moment. Use your social media. Do not they're going to send people. I know how this thing works. They're going to send people by tomorrow. Do not give them any break over this weekend. Use your posts. You understand? Those warriors that they're going to pay to come out to put things out there. Okay? And stand for truth. Yes. Apostle, thank you for joining. And we are going to chat in the week as we prepare for this march that is coming up on the 19th. It is there?
Yes,
the
ma'am.
19th? Yes, thank you. The 19th. Is it? It's the 19th?
That will be...
No, something sounds funny there. I'm saying the wrong date. Am I not? The 15th. Yes, thank you, Apostle. November 15th. November 15th. That march, we have come to a Jimmy Kimmel. This is how we love to talk about America stuff. And when it happens here, we don't want pain in mind. We only want to focus on Trump. Right. Well, you got your own Trump in here. Okay, go ahead, Dave. Thank you so much, Apostle. Thanks for joining.
You're welcome. Have a good night. Have a good night. Blessings.
Who say you can't put a woman to do a man's job? Was the promo for a radio show. I remember Kitchener Pan in a minor was the bed on which it was set. Over the course of time and history, brilliance performance unveiled the mystery of Carol Roberts on air. Style and grace and flair. Then she left. I went to the NCF. And it's happy crop over. No. Happy Carol over. Yeah. It's the National Carol Festival. The Carol Festival. The semi-finals gone. 2 songs in competition. I can't even change this one. Oh Lord, in the Carol Festival, jumping by stadium, turn left at Combermere gone, and the people in Station Hill can't even make a little berry in the Carol Festival, but think it not straight. Carol loves to innovate and change. Botanical, NCF, Carol. Foundation. Oh, Carol, I am but a fool. She hit the ground running Eager beaver, ever ready. Classic windy crown, spotting the light punchy. Innovation, one song, more prize, money. Imagine Carol in charge, previously. Mr. Harding and Sugar made us free. Would be the dilemma facing our PB. Gabby, Jack, Calypso, Boomba, love you only want to know. One song to sing, Adonijah would have been king.
Woman,
And it's happy crop over,
no,
happy Carol over.
yeah.
It's the National Carol Festival, the Carol Festival. Kahobla Pop gone. The kings and the queens gone. It's a soca orgy of feta after feta after feta after feta in the Carol Festival. Party monarch gone. Soca monarch gone. No proper platform for future soca stars in the Carol Festival. But think it not strange, Soca 25 is change. People with inquiring minds ask me why I wasting time with Carol, wearing the clothes like Carol. Nothing on cost of living, whole town history vanishing, but it's Carol. Lipstick like Carol. The PM flights 93, over a million in travel free, but it's Carol. Golden shoes like Carol. But if Carol knows so much about calypso, how come she never write a calypso? A witty ditty with a melody so pretty, hit the PM in the belly with a bitey calypso.
NCF, NCF,
Carol,
NCF, NCF,
Foundation,
NCF, NCF.
Seminar, webinar, workshop, residency for Jackie Opel with Dr. Stefan, Arsenal fan. Freedom Park, season of emancipation. Amphitheater for Marcus Garvey, the great man. Work worthy of appreciation. I applaud, I praise what is right. But Carol loves to change, so pay attention. She might change pickety crop to Carol by candlelight. It's happy crop over,
No,
happy Carol over.
yeah.
It's the National Carol Festival, the Carol Festival. Cultural village gone,
Gone,
feast on the plantation. In botanical, you're so beautiful, and I winning crown in the Carol Festival. Look at AC gone,
gone,
Classical Mr. Blood gone.
gone.
I tell I Web, announcer said, tonight you're dead in the Carol Festival. But think it not straight. Even she hairstyle get changed. Come on, NCF, NCF, hairstyle
NCF, NCF,
for Carol.
NCF, NCF.
Hello, Carol, I'm depending on you. Botanical